Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Factions. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Grab your snacks, grab your whatever you guys want to do, grab your water if you're healthy. I'm trying to be healthy. But today we're accompanied with Peter. How's it going, buddy?
What's up? I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
I am doing fantastic. But first, I gotta ask you a quick question, Peter.
What's
What
up?
What is your favorite type of snack?
Ooh,
I
I
caught him off
mean,
guard.
yeah, that did caught me off guard. I didn't see this one coming.
I'll
I
admit,
really like
I like
chocolate.
chocolate's
Mm,
good.
yeah,
Oh, and
always.
Netherlands chocolate too. Ooh,
Oh
I
yeah.
like European chocolate. I think I
Nice.
like
I'll send you some.
licorice and popcorn are probably my two favorites.
Oh yeah, popcorn. I really love popcorn.
Popcorn's pretty
Sweet
good.
and sour, whatever.
Oh yeah. But guys, we have an absolute fantastic episode for you guys today. We are going to show you guys how to make a base on factions. It's going to be an end
Oh
base
yeah.
with walls, and we're going to show you exactly how to do it and what everything means. And hopefully, I think Peter's going to mostly do this. I know how to make a basic base, and I know kind of how it works, but Peter's going to go in depth and show us exactly what everything does and why we do it. So,
Yeah.
without further ado, we'll hop into the comment of the day coming in from Chad Gurin. I think that's how you pronounce it. Says, you can make a big base, but I will say we will rate it. Cosmic NC, the admin of No Chill. Well, Chad, here's how it's going to go down, okay? Let's have a little bit of a wager. You guys make a base, we'll make a base, and the first one to fall loses. I don't know what we're going to
Ooh.
wage, but that's just in my head. That's how it's going to work. It will not
Yeah,
go
that
down
sounds
for a
good.
long time. And like I said, no chill, your base will go down very, very soon. So without further ado, we're actually going to build this on Peter's server. It's a creative server, so we're going to build it in creative first, and we'll show you guys exactly how to do it and what everything means, and then we will build it legitimately in survival. So I think that'll
Sounds
give
good.
us the best way of how to, or best chance of us explaining it to you guys, and hopefully the
Hmm.
best chance of me learning as well. So without further ado, let the building begin. All right, so Peter, we're on a server with just you and I, and of course we are in
Hmm.
game mode just to show you guys. So we built a little platform here, and what's the first step to building a base, Peter?
Well, for a base, of course, you need the base itself and walls around it. And I'm just gonna build just multiple walls with you, and you can say which one or which ones you like the most for the base, and then we will show off the tactics on how to build it and why it's so good, and then we'll build the base around it.
Awesome. So first things first, we build a little box, which is the base, and we will show everything within that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get right to it. So we've made a little bit of progress right now, and Peter is gonna keep working while I do this. But you can see
Hmm.
that we've got water layers, we've got dry layers, TP glitch layers. So actually, I'm thinking this may not be the best strategy now, because if anyone from Gremlins, no, wait, they're back to no chill, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
back to
It's
no
no
chill.
chill.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's confusing. So they're back to no chill because of the 25 player faction limit. They ended up
Hmm.
disbanding Gremlins, and they have their 25 most trustworthy people on no chill now. So if any of you guys are watching this, you guys know exactly how we're gonna make our base. But so it may end up
Well, we're not gonna
needing.
make it exactly like this, but this is just how to make a good base, and
Yeah,
then
this is
we are
just how
gonna
to make a good
build
base.
something like this.
So this is our actual base inside. It's not the biggest. It's also not the smallest. It's a decent size. I'm quite happy with it. You come down one more layer, and there's this dry layer in here. So this dry
Yeah.
layer extends all the way over. It's basically the box is suspended inside of it. And this is called the TP glitch layer. So if they try to TP, basically what a TP glitch is, I don't know exactly how they do it, but they basically look for the closest dry layer, the closest spot that they can TP. So that's
Hmm.
inside the base. So if we didn't have this TP glitch layer, they could TP right inside of our base here. But since we have this little layer here, they can, whoa, don't fall out of the base. They'll get TP trapped or TP glitched inside of this little TP glitch layer. The second layer
Yeah.
is a water layer. And the water layer is to stop the cannons, base mostly, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Stop the cannons, and to make it so the wither's a little bit more tough too, because wither actually floats in water. So as soon as you get the wither
Yeah.
inside that water, it's going to start going up. So once you get the wither in the water, you got to act fast if you're raiding, because the wither will start to float up. That's basically it for right now. There's still a bunch to be done. So when we get close to being done, I guess I'll just keep making periodic little check-ins here. But for now, that's basically
Yeah.
it. Fairly basic for right now, but it will get more complex as we go on. All right, so as you can see, a little bit more has changed. So the changes basically that have changed since, I gotta fix that. OCD is kicking in. Bloop, fix that. Is this actual lava layer here. So basically what this lava layer is mainly used for is, again, another layer of protection from stopping TNT, stopping withers, all that stuff. But it's mainly used for like a mask because you can see through water, right? But you can't see through the lava. So if you're shooting a cannon at it, you can't see how far the TNT is going in. You can't see the reinforcements on the other side. You can't see anything. You are completely blind to what's on the other side of that wall. And I've raided a lot of bases with lava layers, and it's frustrating. You TP or you ender pearl into it, and you don't know what's on the other side. There could be 6 guys that are waiting to kill you. Who knows? So that's basically what it is. It helps a little bit. It helps actually quite a bit. If there was no lava there, obviously you could just see exactly what was going on the other side. But with that there, it makes it a little bit more frustrating and a little bit more time consuming, which is basically the ultimate goal.
You can always make it bigger as well.
Yes, you can make it infinitely bigger. And it makes it more time consuming. Basically, what the entire goal of this is not to make it so it's an unraidable base. We know it's raidable. It's possible to raid whether it's legit or whether it's a glitch. It probably will be raided. Scratch that. It will be raided, and it can be raided, especially if someone hacks. So basically what that's meant for is to basically give us enough time to go in and patch up the walls, or wait till, like, give us enough time so we wake up or something if they wait till we're offline, and give us enough time so we can come defend the base and hopefully reseal it up before anyone gets on the inside. So this next layer, we got a 2-block thick gap, and it can be infinitely big too. It can be 2 blocks, could be 3 blocks, could be 4 blocks, right?
Whatever, yeah.
Whatever you want. Basically, it's another TP glitch layer. Just again, another layer of protection. Another thing that the TP glitchers can't get into, and another thing that the TNT has to go through. Guys, I'm going to show you how to make a regen wall. Okay, I completely lost the regen wall. And there it is. So basically what this is a regen wall. They're very tough to make. They're very expensive to make. Basically, you kind of make it like that. You put water in the top, and water is a source block. When it falls down, it becomes a source block. Right, Peter?
Yeah.
I think.
No, water doesn't have to be a source block in a lava. Or
no. Yeah.
Regen wall.
You're right. But the lava, every block in there has to be a regen wall. So I can't just place it on the top. I need to place it below and all the way up. And that ensures that it forms cobblestone. So basically now, say I'm a TNT, I come and break that block, boom, it reseals. That block reseals. Any blocks that you want to break, it will reseal. So that's the purpose of a regen wall. They're definitely, but I think they're used to a certain extent, because once you get a few good TNT shots in there, you can disable a regen wall pretty easily, though, can you not?
Yeah, that's true. And they are so hard to build, I don't think it's worth it, actually.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a pros and a con. It slows them down a little bit, but one good TNT blast, and you will blow right through this layer here, and they are super tough to make. I mean, every one has to be a source block. So even to make one that high, that's already like 20-something lava buckets per row. So you want to talk all the way around the base and 60 blocks high, that is a lot of lava you will be buying. So the next thing that we're going to build is going to be what are they?
The otter walls, just with a little ocean in between as well.
Okay, so we're going to make, a little ocean, the little outside walls. And do you know what the gap's going to be? Is it like 50 blocks?
It depends on your claim as well. But I think for this space, we're going to do 50, 60 blocks. 50,
60 blocks. And like I said, that's another benefit of having a corner claim. Because right now we're building this base, we need to go 60 blocks in every direction. If we had a corner claim, we would make the corner right here. So instead of going 60 blocks in every direction, we're now allowed to go 120 blocks in those two directions. If my math is correct, I think it is. But that's basically how it works. So that's the best thing about a corner claim. But like I said, corners are very, like, everyone knows where you are. Everybody knows where the corners are. And once somebody gets into a corner and gets a home there, you cannot build there anymore. Because even if you destroy the base, their home will still be set there. And next time you do build something there, if they TP there, they'll TP glitch into the base if their home is set in the base. And they will raid you, and you will be having a very bad time because this brand new base that you just made is now already raided. So we're going to keep working a little bit, but that's basically the gist of the inner walls and the regen wall. So we ended up building out 50 or 60 blocks, which is a standard. That's pretty average, right? That's not too crazy. So every direction we went out 60 blocks, and we built this little ring around it. Of course, we used World Edit, but if we were to build it on my server, we'd do it completely legit. Guys, I'm sure you guys are thinking, how are you guys going to place all of that cobblestone? Well, let me tell you guys, it will take hours unless you use this trick. So we have a small little trick that's pretty widely known by faction players. But basically, you take lava, right? And that's just standard lava. You end up building above like that. You got to... I'm trying to talk slow here because you need to let it drain all the way to the bottom. Or, well, to the bottom to make it perfect, but we don't have to make it perfect. So you can see we got the lava with that row on top, and that's slowly going down. And then all you have to do is you place the water underneath these. So you go like that. And it actually spreads, and it'll make a cobblestone wall all the way down. Now, they won't be perfect. They will be a little Swiss cheesy, if you would. So that's when you can just go around, because the water will be in here. So you'll be able to fly around the water and place blocks wherever it doesn't work, basically. But that is basically the gist of it. You can go, and I'll actually place a few more there.
And in fact, you can do, instead of water buckets, you can just place ice on top, and it will just melt automatically as well.
Yeah, because ice is stackable. Water is not stackable. So that's basically it. That's the entire wall. And how many of those do you think you do? You do, well, I guess as many as you want. You can do 1 layer like this. You can do 2 layers of that. You can do 10 layers of that. Basically, it's infinite.
Yeah, but the most common is 1 or 2.
1 or 2 is the most but if you want to make like those hardcore Archon faction bases, they come with like sometimes 10, sometimes 15. Basically, as much as you want to put in there, the better. And that's then crazy. What's next? Are we gonna put a little lake around or no?
You can put an ocean around to stop the TNT, but we'll do that right now.
Okay, we'll do that right now. We'll get set up a little bit, and we'll show you guys how to do it. But basically, we just make an empty bucket, or we just make empty space of water, basically just to slow down the TNT. But that's the lava wells for you. Basically, the gist of it. All right, guys, so we're building this little lake over top. So basically what it is there's no blocks. All it is just water flowing down. So I've actually never seen this built myself. So I'm thinking to myself, how are we going to do this? Are we going to have to place water the whole, like every single block, and then break these stone underneath? But Peter's got this little nifty trick. And we're in survival mode for this one, obviously. And I'm just going to get right into it. So you break these. And by breaking these, it actually, because there's a block beneath it, it lets the source block go. So, yeah, we can do that on this side. So the water flows down perfectly. And you're thinking, all right, that's cool, but how do you get the middle section? All you got to do is break the middle one. Oh. There we go. It never works. On the
side, it doesn't work, actually.
Yeah, on the one time that it doesn't work. So that's basically it. I'll go back into game mode so you guys I can fly around. But if you break that one, it'll actually turn every one into a source block. So, and then all we got to do is delete these blocks underneath, right?
Yeah. So, and now you get yourself an ocean.
Yeah, so now you break the blocks underneath, and now we've got this little ocean that withers have, well, if the base is down there, like down at the very bottom, like ours probably should be at probably Y level 1, 2, it should start there, right?
Yeah.
This will be at the very top of the world, or as high as you want it to be. So when the wither gets here, it'll float right up to the top, and then you have to drag the wither all the way down to the bottom again. So and that, again, another frustrating thing. Buys us more time to fix the base and hopefully avoid getting raided. But that's basically it for... Is there anything else that we need to do, Peter?
I believe this is it. If you just repeat this and expand it as big as you want yourself, then you should be golden. Like
I said, this is not an actual, like, the base isn't, like, it's not a set in stone thing. You can make it as, like, you could have 10 TP glitch layers, you could have 10 lava layers, you could have 10 water layers, as many as you want. You could make the You could make this gap 10 blocks. You could make it 100 blocks. You can make it 256 blocks, as many as you want. Like I said, the ocean can be 10 blocks wide. It can be 20 blocks wide. You can have 10. You can have 15. You can have 100 of these walls. It doesn't matter. It's totally up to you.
Yeah.
And basically, the more, the better. The more walls, the
One
more
thing you
TP
need to do
glitch
though,
yeah.
is you need to cover up the water layers and lava layers. Otherwise, when they break the source block, the whole row just goes away.
Yeah, yeah, we left this open just for demonstration purposes, but our actual base would go up like 2 blocks here. There'd be a layer. That one would be surrounded with water. You'd go up again 2 blocks. That one would be surrounded by lava, I think. Anyway, right?
Yeah.
Or we might have just a bunch of TB glitch layers, and but that's basically it. Like I said, big as you guys want. The more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. But that's basically it. But we're gonna hop right back on to playimperium.net, sorry, because we got some other stuff planned for this episode. All right, guys, we're back in playimperium.net. Now, guys, I can't stress this enough. The IP has changed. It is no longer mcimperium.net. It is now playimperium.net. There's no dot in between Play and Imperium. There's no nothing. It's just playimperium.net. And I just want to make sure you guys know, because there's still comments about it. And I just want to make sure everybody knows it is playimperium.net. And if you have to, I might write it down on the screen. Or if you have to get it tattooed on your forehead, please do. I would love it if you got that tattooed on your forehead. Don't actually, because your parents would be very angry. But some more changes to the server. If we go /F list right now, you can see that the Mookie army is number 1. For the first time in a long time, we are number 1. 25 players in our faction right now. Cow is number 2 with 20. Ascension is... Oh, sorry. Cow has 2 people. I always look at the wrong number. Cow has 2 people online, and they're only a faction of 2. And you can see everyone is below 25 now. Actually, I don't even see... I don't even see our rival faction. No chill. So I think they're all offline right now. But guys, like I said, the faction has moved to a 25-player max faction limit on it, just to make it so it's more of a quality faction, less than a quantity. Because we were getting raided every single day, and there was factions that we couldn't compete with, to be honest. I mean, with 170 members or whatever Gremlins had, we would just get out. It would just be, there was a crazy faction. They were getting insided every single day almost. They were getting raided. They weren't really getting raided because they are good. I'll admit, they are good at building bases. But we made that just to make a slight change, make it more interesting, more level playing field for new players. And I quite like the change, especially because we're now, number 1. That's awesome. And speaking of, though, there has been one new change or one new rule that's been added since that new update. Is now, because a lot of people were saying, okay, well, that's cool. So we'll have our main faction of 25, and we'll have a recruitment faction of 25, and we will use both factions. Like, we'll use our main faction to claim the base, and we will use our recruitment faction to claim the walls. That is not allowed. You are only allowed 1 faction claim per base. It may change in the future, but for right now, as it stands, that is the rule. One faction claim per base. If you have 2 bases, you can have 2 faction claims. Well, you know what I mean. If you have one faction, okay, I'm confusing myself now. 1 faction claim per base. Let's move on though. That's awesome. But we've also got our raid control. We didn't collect the rewards, so we got to go /home. RC. I'm excited. This is probably most excited I've been. Let's see. Oh, they've changed it up. They've got some Wither Skeleton Skulls. Mr. Mitch 361 rewards. Oh, nice. All right, so we get 4 Wither Skulls. I'll be taking those.
Ooh,
we get a Blaze Spawner, a Golden Apple, the Hermes Bow, Diamond Sword, Sharp 5, and look at Mitch's boob plate,
really good armor.
Mitch's helm, Mitch's coveralls, and Mitch's fluffy slippers. I'm putting those on right now. That is actually probably the best name I've ever. Fluffy slippers, coveralls, helm, and boob plate. Who thought of that? That is, I swear that is not, that's not me. That might be someone, our raid control, Matt, what do we call him? Our raid control somebody.
The raid control bud.
The raid control bot. Leave in the comment section down below. What do we call the person that runs raid control? The raid control something. I don't really want to call them a boss or whatever it is, but they obviously have a sense of humor, and that's pretty funny. Quickly, before we move on, I want to address something. Guys, if you guys have suggestions for possible missions in the future, definitely leave in the comments. And if you see a good comment with a good mission, thumb it up. Definitely thumb it up, and you guys will have a very good possibility to become or to be featured in the comment of the day. We do that every episode, so definitely why not give it a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching this episode of Factions. But first, before I say the outro, let's get some crate keys. Peter, are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to use
I'm
one.
totally ready.
Yeah, we're using 2 right now. I got 1 going right now. Let's win something good. I won the Hermes. Oh, Demigod kit. Not very good.
Keys.
You got 5 crate keys? Yes! GG!
Nice.
Awesome. So are we going to be using those up? We might as well.
Nah, I'm gonna keep him.
You're
spare,
gonna keep
actually.
him? All right, he's gonna keep him.
Yeah.
That's a very defensive move, Peter. All right, I'm using my last one.
So let's
Give me
do
something
one more for
good.
this episode.
Give me something good.
What is it?
64 obsidian. That's actually a really good one.
Kit.
Got the mortal kit. Not bad. I think 64 obsidian was the better trade-off for this because it's gonna help us, and we're gonna need lots and lots of stacks for our obsidian base.
Yeah,
guys,
we will.
I want to get this into a more serious note. This server has been experiencing some technical difficulties lately. You guys know about the corruption outside of spawn. You guys know all about that stuff, but it will be fixed. I promise. Within the next 2 weeks, everything will be settled, and guys, the server will be amazing. I don't want to release too much, but we are resetting soon. It'll be within the next week or 2, and it's just because the server is getting to the point where there's so many corrupted chunks outside, and I'm very sorry, there's literally nothing that we can do in the current version that we're in to fix the corrupted chunks. We know how to prevent them from happening, but that's why the Buycraft is down right now just because of that. And guys, I know it's been frustrating, and trust me, it's frustrating for me too, but patience, please. The server will be up and running, and there'll be some big changes. I don't want to spoil too much, but there is another server that we are amalgamating, which is a good word. That's a big word. That's the Mr. Mitch word of the day, that we are amalgamating into one server. There's one server. I'm not going to say which server. You guys can leave your guesses in the comments down below. That is shutting down, and that is moving over to Imperium. So, that being said, hopefully we get a lot of their players, and hopefully it brings us up to that next level that we need on the server. And like I said, I can't do it without you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys help the support, or you guys support the server so much. We absolutely love you. So I'm not going to shout out the 5 recent donators just because the Buycraft is down right now, and there hasn't been any for the last little bit. But there will be a sale. Once the server gets up and running, all the bugs are out of it, like almost right away basically, because there will be no bugs in it. Or very little bugs, hopefully. He said hopefully. There will be a sale. So definitely, if you guys were planning on donating, keep the cash right now, because obviously you can't donate right now because the Buycraft's down. But there will be a sale. As soon as the server, there'll be one server, but as soon as the server releases and the other server hops onto ours, there will be a sale. I don't know how long it's going to be. It'll probably be a 3-day sale, but I don't know what the percentage is going to be off. But it will be everything in the store.
We'll see.
And so definitely be excited for that. Again, I apologize greatly for all of the technical difficulties and all the frustration the server has been going through and all that stuff. But I hope you guys can find it in your heart to forgive us.
Yeah.
The server will get better. We're still in a new server, so naturally there will be bugs, and we are working our best to fix them. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode of Factions. I hope you all enjoyed. I think today was a very informative episode, to be honest. I definitely learned a lot.
It really was.
I can go and I can comfortably build a base now without having to ask Peter or Napkin or anybody like that. So I am very, very happy. Definitely leave a like on both of our videos, definitely Peter and I. His link to his channel is in the description. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have enjoyed, and we will see you guys in the next episode of Factions.
Thank you guys for watching.